I got this thing I'm supposed to read to you guys. I'm going to go off script. I'm going to stay on script. I've always tried to be honest with you and tell you what's going on. Listen, stay away from the videos and stay away from the media and stay from all that junk, because that crap doesn't tell you the truth. Can I tell you that? Listen to me. Hang out with me. I'll walk you through this. The devil is not happy. I got a phone call on Friday afternoon out of courtesy from the sheriff's department that Bart, one of our overseers, had been arrested. I've known Bart for 30 years to be a man of character, a man of integrity in our community. I don't know anything else. That's all I know. But I'll tell you what, every one of us are a step away from stupid. What's happened, I have no earthly idea. Law enforcement's got to do their job, and that's the thing. But this ought to be a shot over the bow of every person in this church and outside this church. Because what you think that's done in darkness won't come to light. Let me tell you, let me give you a little bit of something, guys. What's done in darkness will come to light. That's what the Bible has to say, and the Bible's true. That's just it. So I got a phone call on Friday afternoon. I met the officers here that night. I spent a few minutes with them. They showed me a couple of pictures. There were no people in the pictures, of just two different rooms. And in those rooms, I could tell automatically one of the rooms, I identified it. And I said, but that's several years old, because these rooms have been renovated. The other room, which was a bathroom, we could never identify. I took them around to every room that we had, but we could never identify where that room was at. And so I'm unsure of what that is. But at this time, guys, we're doing everything we can to try to cooperate with the law enforcement. I've been in law enforcement for 30-something years. I helped start the chaplain program in Seminole County. I'm very aware of what takes place. I love our guys in blue. I appreciate them and I respect them highly for what they do. But I will communicate with you as much as I can when information is possible. And during the time, guys, you got to stay off the social media and all that kind of mess, and be careful not to speculate and to spread information that's not verified. This is not just a moral issue; it's a legal issue. Does that make sense? I don't know if you understand the significance. It's a legal issue, and the things that you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. It's very important. I've had enough matter of fact, I've been totally disconnected. If you ask me about social media, I have no earthly idea, because I've been spending time with Jesus. Trying to respond to some of you that have been so kind, and I have been so blessed. I've been so blessed. One of the ladies texted me. People that don't even attend this church. Pastor, we heard, and we came to the parking lot and we stopped and we prayed. And we anointed the ground with oil, because we know this is a spiritual battle. This is not of the flesh. We've known for quite some time that there has been an attack upon this body, because God has been doing some great things. Our greatest concern today is the individuals and families that may have been impacted. We don't know. We'll just have to wait on them. These are very serious allegations. I understand the pain and the suffering and the hurt that has been caused. And our heart is broken over that. What's taking place goes against everything that we believe. Not only what Meredith and I believe personally, but what this church believes and what we hold dear to our hearts. Since the beginning, our kids have been very important to us. Investing in the next generation and partnering with parents, seeking to provide a place of safety and caring so that we could raise our kids together so that they would grow up to be Christ followers. We will continue to work to restore the trust that I know that has been broken. And for some of you, this is more difficult than others, because you've been hurt, you've been wounded, you've been abused in the past. And I know if it's not been healed, it just comes to the surface. And I'm so sorry. We ask for your prayers. We ask for wisdom for those that are investigating what's taking place, for truth and healing and justice. Satan will not get the last word, because what we do is not just church on Sunday. We're in a battle with the enemy, and you better put the armor on. We will fight this battle on our knees. We will not fight it in the midst of social media and trying to maintain an image. We won't do that. That's not who we are. This is a place of authenticity. This is a place of community. And many of you have found a safe place that you can come out of the darkness and into the light, because there is only bondage in the darkness. There is hope and there's healing in the place of light.
I'm News 6's Jana Manahol, and we spoke with Melvin Davison, who tells us he's just heartbroken over the situation.
Our greatest concern today is the individuals and families that may have been impacted.
For members of Heritage Community Church, Sunday morning service came with a difficult conversation.
The last 24 hours has been pretty tough for our church family, and we don't want to ignore that.
Church leaders addressed the congregation for the first time after investigators arrested Charles Bart Lucas, a longtime volunteer leader. Investigators say the case started after suspicious files were found on a work computer that had been taken in for repairs here at Romac Building Supply in Lake County. They were able to identify Bart due to his voice being recorded while setting up the camera.
We're being fully cooperative, and our congregation, our staff, we're just kind of heartbroken right now over everything that's going on.
Melvin Davison, an administrative pastor for the church, says Bart Lucas served as a volunteer overseer and had been part of the church since its beginning in 2008. To the members of your church here who are coming now, who are maybe a little speculative, what do you have to say to them?
Anybody that's been part of the Heritage Church community for any time knows our hearts, knows that we love them, knows that we will do anything and everything, especially to protect the next generation.
Investigators say they are still working to identify possible victims, as the report says many of the videos were from the early 2000s. If you had something to say to those victims, what would it be?
That we love them, we're praying for them, we're here for them.
During Sunday morning service, lead pastor Sidney Brock spoke directly to members of the church.
What's taking place goes against everything that... I got this thing I'm supposed to read to you guys. I'm going to go off script. I'm going to stay on script. I've always tried to be honest with you and tell you what's going on. Listen, stay away from the videos and stay away from the media and stay from all that junk, because that crap doesn't tell you the truth. Can I tell you that? Listen to me. Hang out with me. I'll walk you through this. The devil is not happy. I got a phone call on Friday afternoon out of courtesy from the sheriff's department that Bart, one of our overseers, had been arrested. I've known Bart for 30 years to be a man of character, a man of integrity in our community. I don't know anything else. That's all I know. But I'll tell you what, every one of us are a step away from stupid. What's happened to